This woman's name is Kimberly Carnahan, and she looks like a King of the Hill character. And the reason why we are discussing her today is because two things happened. One, she was having sex with a minor. But while she was having committing sexual acts with a minor, there was a car being driven by her, and in the midst of that happening, she crashed. And that's pretty much how she got exposed. Let's go ahead and get into it. Olivehurst, California woman Kimberly Carnahan is in custody after sheriff's officials say she crashed her car into a tree while having sex with a minor coworker. According to Fox affiliate KTXL in Sacramento, Kimberly Carnahan faces multiple charges in connection to the alleged minor sex car crash. She was taken into custody last week. Carnahan faces counts of having sexual intercourse with a minor, oral copulation with a minor under the age of 18, and oral copulation with the threat of retaliation, as well as sending harmful matter to a minor and threatening a witness. Kimberly Carnahan was due for another hearing this week on the minor sex allegations. It was not immediately clear if the woman had an attorney available to comment on the charges or allegations. She was arrested last week with bail set at $100,000. According to ABC 10, the sheriff's office began investigating last week after they received a report of a minor who had been sexually assaulted by an adult. The alleged victim's mother told police her son had been involved in a sexual relationship with an adult coworker at his job, later identified as Carnahan. The minor also reportedly told police that Kimberly Carnahan crashed into a tree while the two were having sex in her car. When questioned by police, Carnahan admitted to a sexual relationship and was transported to the Sutter County Jail. The Sacramento Bee reported that authorities have not disclosed whether the two worked or the exact age of the underage boy. The outlet noted that Carnahan has pleaded not guilty to all charges. The Bee reported that the formal charges in connection to the alleged minor sex were filed against Kimberly Carnahan on Monday. The woman is due back in court on July 7th for another hearing on the matter. CBS News Sacramento reported Carnahan remains held in jail in lieu of bail. Authorities in Sutter County are continuing the investigation into the alleged illicit relationship between the adult woman and the underage boy. I can't say that I definitely don't feel nothing for her. And like I said, these stories constantly get buried because if this was a man, they would have made sure to blow this story up as far as they possibly could. But how dumb do you have to be to have sex with someone in your car while that car is moving? And they said oral copulation, loosely translated, giving head. That's pretty much what it was. It was fellatio, oral sex. That's all. Pretty much what it was. Because I would have been like, how were you able to do penetration acts while the car is moving? But the car still crashed anyway. And I'm trying not to, get too graphic with it, considering that the person is a minor in this aspect. But I'm going to say it like this. It must have been pretty damn good for her to crash her car. But at the same time, this was still a minor at the end of the day. And she knew what she was doing was illegal. And who knows how many encounters they have had even before this incident. It's just that this is the one right here that exposed them. And then, could have lost both their lives in the aspect of that car crashing and hitting a tree that would not have fallen because your car hit it. But then I'm looking at her and I'm looking at her belly. I'm like, is that fat or is she pregnant? Because if she's pregnant, then they may need to look into who the father is. I'm not saying that she is or she isn't, but just from this angle, she looks like she's pregnant. But then again, that could just be body fat. I'm not sure. But more stories like this needs to be unearthed and told, especially when it's the woman that is involved, because they like to make it seem like women do not get out here and sexually abuse these boys. Because let's be real here. The boy's a minor, so technically that was statutory rape, even if he consented to having sex with her. He's not 18. But they also said they did not disclose the age of the boy. So we don't know how old he is. We just know he's not 18. So who knows how young she decided to go with this kid.